Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Bayverse of Madness, and in today's video I've got an exciting one for you, as today we are doing an unboxing video, but not the typical unboxing video you're used to seeing on Bayverse of Madness. Normally we unbox sealed figures, but today we are actually unboxing pre-owned figures, and these are all from Dark of the Moon. Now normally, like I said, I do open sealed figures, but today we are going to open pre-owned, and the reason for this is I actually want to take you guys properly along the collection journey. Now a lot of you have actually admired me for my goals into completing everything Bayverse, so why not take you guys along with me properly? This is a very exciting thing I've got planned in my head, as what I'm going to do is actually like these single boxes which contain one figure, maybe just shove them all into a corner, and then once a month maybe unbox them all, and then at least then you guys can actually take a proper look at what is actually coming into the collection and what's not. So I'm actually pretty excited come towards the end of when we actually complete something where we actually started off from, and you guys actually get to go along this exciting journey with me. And yeah, I just can't wait. Obviously we are a team in this, and yeah, I am very excited and I love you guys so much. Now these are obviously Dark of the Moon figures, which is obviously my favourite film in the franchise, and as a little sneak peek, one of the figures is actually a Dark of the Moon Japanese Deluxe. Yes, they are all deluxes in this box, and I just can't wait to show you guys. So not only are we going to unbox these figures, we are actually going to compare them to their sealed ones. And I actually got these on eBay from one seller. He was selling them individually but packed them all in one box, so that was obviously very cool. So let's get into it. So let's start off. Let's take the instructions for these figures and place them to the side, and we'll start with this figure. And the first figure in the unboxing, as we unwrap him here, is Dark of the Moon Thundercracker. And as you can see, he's looking very cool, and obviously it's just a repaint of that Starscream, and he is complete. He does actually come with all of his weapons, which is pretty cool. And there is the pre-owned Thundercracker compared to his sealed version, and yeah, just absolutely awesome that I've actually got two of these now. There is Thundercracker looking absolutely brilliant, coming with all his weapons. All of the figures in the box are actually complete, so that's obviously very cool. And there is the sealed version of Thundercracker there. Next we are going to take this one. I've actually unboxed this one just because it was just sticking to the bubble wrap, and we have Dark of the Moon Jolt, and obviously featured in the Dark of the Moon prequel comics, and obviously yet again this figure is complete, which is absolutely awesome. And there is our new unboxed Jolt compared to his sealed Dark of the Moon version. And yeah, it's quite cool this, because obviously the original trilogy of Michael Bay films figures were actually on card and actually were in their vehicle mode, whereas now you can actually look at the two for yourself. So yeah, pretty cool. Moving on, let's take this one and unbox him here. And as we empty that bubble wrap, as we can see, here is Dark of the Moon Soundwave, and it does come complete with his weapon. Wow. And I actually have got an interesting figure, as this is actually the first Dark of the Moon Soundwave I have actually got, as we don't have his sealed version. And yeah guys, there you go, I wasn't lying, we actually don't have the sealed Dark of the Moon Soundwave. Soundwave is actually one of the very few sealed Dark of the Moon Deluxes that we actually need, as I will do an updated version of the Dark of the Moon collection. We are actually nearly complete with the Deluxes, and I do know that Russ, who I do actually mention a lot on this channel, does have that figure held back for me, so that will be very interesting, as we are very soon to completing the Dark of the Moon Deluxes. But yeah, there is Soundwave on himself. He doesn't actually have his friend or sealed version with him, so that's quite sad, but it makes it more exciting for when we actually do acquire that sealed version. Now the next figure in the box we're going to take, and guessing by his colour, I think you already know who this guy is, and yes, it is the pre-owned version of Dark of the Moon Mudflap, one of the two twins. And yeah, I actually do love this colour on him. I actually do prefer the black and orange car he does acquire in a few shots in Dark of the Moon, and actually a lot of the behind the scenes footage we actually see of this guy. I actually do enjoy Mudflap's role in the comics, as he actually does mature a little bit more than what we actually see in Revenge of the Fallen itself. So there he is. And there is Mudflap compared to his sealed version. Now this looks absolutely cool. I absolutely love this vehicle mode, man, and the skid one, it looks absolutely incredible. The colours just look way better for me than they did in Revenge of the Fallen. The black and orange just look absolutely amazing. But yeah, there is our pre-owned Mudflap compared to his sealed version. Moving on again, and yet again, there is the colour of the robot mode, and if you've guessed it correctly, it is Dark of the Moon Skids. Wow, looks awesome, and his weapon should also be in here. And yes, it is. There is his weapon, and there is Dark of the Moon Skids. And just like Mudflap, I absolutely love that colour scheme that we've got acquired on him here. And there is Skids compared to his sealed version. Now let me know in the comments which version of Skids and Mudflap you actually prefer. I actually prefer the Dark of the Moon colour scheme, but let me know in the comments which you actually prefer. And this, yet again, just like Mudflap, is absolutely incredible. The colours just look phenomenal here. Now everyone, moving on to one of two figures. We're going to go for this one, as I actually do know what that one is, but that is the Rare Japanese Deluxe. But first we will take a look at this one, and as we unpackage him here from the bubble wrap, here we have Dark of the Moon Laserbeak, and there is Laserbeak looking absolutely phenomenal. And is it just me, or this is the Laserbeak we actually should have got with the Core Class Studio Series version? Now as we have a look as well, we can empty the bag, and there is all of his weapons. There we go, look at that. There is his weapons, and there is Laserbeak himself. I absolutely love the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Laserbeak. Look at that, that looks absolutely phenomenal. And there is Laserbeak looking up at us compared to his sealed version. And yeah, I actually do think this version of Laserbeak is probably the best we've actually got so far. I don't like the pink version that's been released for the Core Class. I do like the pink version that got released for the MB line. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I actually do love this version of Laserbeak, and hopefully we can get a Core Class version, even though we do have him on the Soundwave Studio Series one. But it will be cool to actually get an updated look, more like this, which actually looks very, very cool. So yeah, there is Laserbeak, and there is his sealed version. And the last figure to unbox in this unboxing video, and the one to end the video, is the one I've been anticipating to show you the most since the start of the video, and the one we've already got, the very, very rare one. Can you guys guess? Well, there he is, Dark of the Moon Skywarp, the Japanese version, and I can't believe we've actually got this guy pre-owned now, and wow, he absolutely looks so cool. The colours look absolutely amazing. Yet again, this is just a repaint of that Dark of the Moon Deluxe Starscream. Take a look at that head sculpt. Very, very menacing indeed. There are his accessories, and the one thing I'm actually excited more than the figure itself is this, and this is the Skywarp Dark of the Moon collector's card. Obviously the collector's card came with nearly every single Japanese Dark of the Moon figure, and yeah, I think I'm going to collect these collector's card and put them in some sort of a binder, as obviously these cards are very, very rare, and it actually is still sealed, which is absolutely phenomenal. So there is Skywarp looking absolutely unreal. And the last comparison of the video, there is Skywarp compared to his sealed version. and I'm absolutely mind blown. As a lot of people know, this Skywarp is so hard to obtain now, and obviously to get a loose one as well with it complete as well, it's just mind blowing. Yeah, the collection is doing absolute bits at the minute. This looks absolutely incredible, and I actually can't believe I own 2 versions of this guy now. One sealed and one pre-owned. So everyone, that does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed recording it. It's been an absolute blast to film, and I've enjoyed this video so much to record. It's been absolutely amazing. Just seeing the figures that we've got here is just mind-blowing. So as we take a look at them individually, we have got Thundercracker, Laserbeak, who's still looking up at us. We have got that very rare Soundwave. We've got Jolt. We've got Skids and Mudflap the twins, and I absolutely love the colour scheme on these guys. And then we've got that very rare Japanese Deluxe Skywarp. Incredible and complete as well. Unreal. But yeah guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe as always. Let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying getting actually brung along the collection journey, and if you like the type of video I've done, obviously comparing them to the sealed versions as well as unboxing deluxes that are obviously loose. So let me know in the comments what you actually think of this, and for now, as always, take care everyone.